Welcome to ROG Pulse, your inside look at what's happening behind the scenes at ROG. And today's a special day because CES is upon us and we're announcing a ton of new products this afternoon at 3 p.m. Pacific. So come back to our Twitch and YouTube channels later today for the announcement stream where Whitson and I will be talking immediately after about some of our favorite products. But today we got something else to start with.
Yes, NVIDIA has announced 3 new GPUs, the GeForce RTX 4070 Super, the 4070 Ti Super, and the 4080 Super. So each of these GPUs is getting a performance boost over their non-super predecessors, much like we saw with the 20 series. With the 4070 Ti also getting an upgrade in the VRAM department. The 4070 Ti now has 16 gigs of VRAM for high-resolution gaming. And of course, we have plenty of cards on offer from ASUS, Tough Gaming, and ROG with these new chips. So let's check them out. Starting, as you already have at the top, with ROG Strix. Yeah, these are our best ones.
Yeah,
These are the ones you want.
always the cream of the crop, the Strix, the top of the line. This is what the enthusiasts will always go for.
Yeah. So we're gonna have Strix cards for all 3 GPUs: 4070 Super, 4070 Ti Super, and the 4080 Super. All 3 will be available in standard and OC editions, so factory overclocked out of the box. And our Strix cards offer the highest overclocks of all of the cards that we offer. So these are the fastest cards that we have. The 4080 Super will also be available in a white OC edition for those frosty builds, which I know you already saw in the carousel. But that's just the 4080 Super available in that white. But man, it looks good.
It does.
Oh, yes. All white. And of course, these are the same designs as the previous generation as you guys are seeing. So it's got that all metal frame. It's got those big heat sinks with 3 Axial Tech fans for super cool and quiet performance. The 0 dB mode, so the fans turn off entirely when you're under low load. And all of them also have a dual BIOS switch that allows you to choose between kind of quiet and performance presets just with the flick of a switch on the card itself. Completely exclusive to our Strix cards is one of my favorite features, the Fan Connect 2 headers. You've got 2 headers on the back of the card there that allow you to connect case fans and then operate those case fans and adjust their speed based on the GPU temperature. So most of your case fans, when you plug them into the motherboard, you can have them ramp up or down based on the temperature of the CPU. If you have fans that are kind of pointed directly at the GPU, that doesn't necessarily make sense. So you can plug them into the card and use our GPU Tweak 3 software to speed up the fans as the GPU gets warmer, which is a really nice feature to have.
Yeah.
And of course, you've got that Aura Sync RGB lighting.
Always beautiful. But note that the 4070 Ti Super now uses a 16-pin 12-volt high-power connector like the other high-end cards do. So it's a great time to invest in the next-gen power supply to go with it.
Yes, that is another change for this generation. Only for the 4070 Ti Super, that has now switched to the 16 pins. So we do have some power supplies on offer that I would recommend for these cards if you guys need to upgrade, either in wattage or because you want that native 16-pin support. For the 4080 Super, I would look around. We're going to have a chart available on our site that gives you a more detailed rundown of, like, if you have this processor and this GPU, here's the wattage you want. But just as a general recommendation, for the 4080 Super, I would look around 1,000 watts. I would definitely recommend for a high-end card like that, our ROG Thor 1,000 watt Platinum 2 power supply. That is our cream of the crop. Incredible efficiency, super quiet, and it's got that little OLED screen on the side that shows you the current wattage draw of your PC, which is really cool to have. And of course, it's got the Aura Sync RGB lighting as well. For the RTX 4070 Ti Super, you can go down in wattage a little bit. I would maybe look at something like the Thor 850 watt there. Or you could go with ROG Strix, our ROG Strix Gold Aura Edition power supplies. I believe we offer an 850 watt there as well. I'm fairly certain. I thought that's what I was using in my system, but it's not. And then if you go down to the 4070 Super, again, you can go a little bit lower wattage. So I would go with like 750 watts, and at that wattage, you're probably looking at our ROG Strix line as well. That's got Aura Sync RGB on it. Still a great power supply. I am using the 1,000 watt version of that power supply in my system. Can't recommend it highly enough. We also have Tough Gaming if you want something that's a little bit more bang for your buck. Doesn't necessarily have that same super high level of efficiency like the Thor, but still gonna give you the power that you need. And all of our power supplies come with a 10-year warranty. So you can really, all of our current power supplies, I should say. I can't speak to any old power supplies that may be floating around the used market around shelves. But so that 10-year warranty you can buy with confidence and know that the power supply is going to last you for the long haul. A good power supply can last you multiple builds.
Oh,
right?
mine
So
always
you want
do.
something,
Yeah.
you want something that's going to last. Don't skimp on the power supply. It may not be the sexiest component in a PC, but it is one of the most important, if not the most important, in terms of keeping your PC running into the future reliably.
Yeah. But continuing on, we have Tough Gaming also offering all 3 variants of these GPUs. However, this time the Tough 70 Ti will also be available in white, and we can take a look at that. Should be built into this as well. And they're going to come in overclocked variants as well.
Yep, so standard and overclock variants for all of these. Instead of the 4080 being white for Tough, we're doing the 4070 Ti in white.
Yeah, that's cool though.
There you go.
Looks good. Yeah,
I know.
Spread the love.
I really like the Tough white cards.
They look really clean.
Yeah, really, really clean.
A little bit of RGB, mostly just the clean white look.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. And of course, you can make the RGB white, and then you've got a really, really frosty build. So again, these are the same all metal build as we saw last generation with all the same features. We've got overclocked editions. Those overclocked versions aren't going to be clocked quite as high as Strix, but they're still going to be great performance. No Fan Connect 2 headers on this, but you've got the dual BIOS switch. You've got 0 dB mode. You've got all of the really, really important stuff in there. This is great bang for your buck if you want incredible performance, really quiet card. I have actually a Tough card in my system. It is so quiet. It's amazing. Love them.
Yeah, well, Tough, Strix, both really great if you're a gamer, but we make graphics cards for people who aren't gamers as well. And namely, we have our new ProArt card.
Yeah, so first of all, can we just talk about how slick these look?
Yeah, they really do. The
gold.
gold.
Card, the black and gold color scheme is so dope.
Elegance.
And we have a lot of parts that use this color scheme, so you could build like this full black and gold PC that just has such a oh god, I love it.
I saw one online recently, like on I think it was our Instagram, that was a wooden case, like a handmade wooden case with all black and gold. It was elegant as hell.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So it's not just style though. The reason that the ProArt cards are built the way they are, they're built a little bit differently than Strix. They look kind of similar in terms of the overall like shape, but they're actually a bit thinner. They take up fewer slots. So while Strix have those giant coolers to stay quiet while you're gaming and all this stuff, the ProArt cards were designed to be a little bit more compact because a lot of professional creators often need to fill up their other PCI slots with other types of expansion cards. So
right.
You, for example, have capture cards in your system, right? There are all kinds of other stuff that you might need to put in there. So we wanted to make the ProArt cards a little bit slimmer so that you have room to kind of stack those PCI slots however you need. Excuse me. I got so excited that
no white version of the ProArt card, but
no white version, but we are offering all 3 4070, 4070 Ti, and 4080 all super with overclocked editions available.
Yep. Last but not least, we also have our super compact cards, the dual cards, saying great for an RTX build, and these will have 40. This will be 4070 dual as well.
4070 Super, yeah.
Yes.
But yes, we're only offering the 4070 Super in the dual variants, but these are available in black and white with OC editions of each. So no matter what you want from the dual card, you can get it. And first of all, these cards look so cool. Like this whole new like retro futuristic design is awesome. And you'll notice these are dual fan. All of the others are triple fan. So these are perfect for, like you said, those RTX builds that I myself am such a fan of.
Yeah, if you want to make a home theater PC or...
Oh, yeah, totally. Or, I mean, I game on my home theater PC. I don't actually use it for movies and stuff. I just use it for gaming. It's like a console PC, you might say.
A lot of people do that,
way more powerful than any console. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm a changed man. I do most of my gaming back there now on a PC with something like this in it. So, now, all of that said, if you want to make the absolute most of these cards, you will also want to check out our GPU Tweak 3 software, which will be getting some updates. Not only will we have updated tuning for all of these 40 super GPUs, but we'll be adding some new features soon as well. So one of those, the one I'm particularly excited for, is a mobile monitor. So instead of having an overlay atop your screen that shows you your frame rate and temperatures and all that stuff, you can actually navigate to the monitor on your phone, stick your phone up next to your PC, monitor it on your phone screen so that it's not like getting in the way of your game's
Huge.
UI or ruining your immersion, right? So you can just stick your phone right there and monitor it that way. That's really cool. We're also making some of our existing features more user-friendly, like the VF tuner and some of the other stuff. So if you are not already using our GPU Tweak 3 software, I definitely recommend it, whether you're grabbing one of these cards or not. When that drops, it should be dropping soon, not today, but soon, the latest version. So, and when it does, we'll be doing a full video guide on it here on ROG Pulse. So subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, join our Discord, !Discord and chat to get that link. And you'll get all that good stuff. We're gonna be doing a ton of guides and walkthroughs and other stuff this year too. We've got a lot of big stuff planned.
We do, but
including a Q&A next week as well too. We'll talk about that more on our CES stream later today. Come back this afternoon for our CES announcements.
Yeah, we'll see you then. GG's and take care.